Hello, I'm Joe and welcome to Access A-List. Now never fear One Direction fans, we know you're sad that Zayn quit the group, but there may be a potential new member as Louis Tomlinson is going to be a father. According to People magazine, the One Direction singer is expecting with stylist Brianna Youngworth, who's based in Los Angeles, and a source told the site Louis is happy and very excited about becoming a dad, and he thinks Brianna will be an amazing mother. It was a surprise at first, but he and Brianna are very, very close friends, and this has brought them even closer, I can imagine. Louis' rep declined to comment, but it is thought the pair met shortly after his split from long-term love Eleanor Calder, and it's rumoured Louis has been for all the ultrasounds and will be there when Brianna gives birth early next year. According to People, Louis and Brianna's parents met over the 4th of July weekend and got on very well despite them not being in a relationship, something made clear last month when Louis was spotted holding hands with model Tamara Bell at Glastonbury Festival. Now listen, it all sounds very complicated, but we at Access A-List would like to say congratulations to Louis and Brianna anyway. Louis' former bandmate Zayn Malik has also been in the headlines this week for a public attack on producer and former friend Naughty Boy. Now, Louis himself launched a Twitter tirade against the producer when Zayn first left One Direction, but now Malik, who was initially working with the beatmaker, real name Shahid Khan, has also turned on him after Khan appeared to leak a video for a new track Zayn had recorded with UK rappers Krept and Conan. Both Zayn and Naughty Boy's parents are from Pakistan, but this shared cultural heritage has not been enough to put a halt to any animosity, as a furious Malik tweeted, "Someone learned how to upload a video. Maybe now he should learn how to use Logic. Ha, you ain't bleep, but a faker." And Malik also branded his former friend a fat joke. However, it has since emerged that the fault may not be with Naughty Boy at all, as rapper Krept admitted to releasing the video snippet on his Snapchat account, saying it was then taken by a fan who released it online. Now boys, this has all got very out of hand and everyone needs to calm down, and Zayn, will you please go and say sorry to Naughty Boy, as we're sure you've hurt his feelings. So it looks like poor old Fiddy is down to his last cent, as the hip-hop mogul filed for bankruptcy this week. According to the Wall Street Journal, the rapper, real name Curtis Jackson, has assets and debts in the region of $10 to $50 million. It's been a bad couple of weeks for the star, as this announcement comes just days after a jury ruled that he must pay $5 million to a woman who sued him over a leaked sex tape on which he provided commentary. For many years, Fiddy has been considered one of the world's richest entertainers, and only last year, Forbes magazine estimated his net worth at $155 million. And while this legal deal will allow him to continue pursuing his other business ventures, it looks like he may be spending a little less time in the club and a little more time in the dole queue. However, speaking to talk show host Conan O'Brien, 50 said he'd gone down this route to avoid being a target, suggesting someone of his profile is easy prey for chancers looking to win a lawsuit, and filing for bankruptcy is a technique to avoid that kind of attention. He also said he'd be open to a collaboration with Zayn Malik, saying he respects him as an artist, and given Zayn's professional partnership with Naughty Boy is most definitely over, this may be an option. But a word of warning to young Zayn: if things go really, really badly, we seriously wouldn't advise calling 50 Cent fat. Another rapper who's found himself in trouble this week is DMX. Now, for all you youngsters out there who are thinking, who the heck is DMX? He was a hugely popular rapper in the 90s and early 2000s, so the fact that he's been sentenced to 6 months in jail for failing to pay child support is about as big a news as if Drake went to prison for not paying his parking tickets. Got it? Okay. Now, the rapper was arrested last month before a scheduled performance at New York City's Radio City Music Hall. According to the Erie County Sheriff's Office, DMX, whose real name is Earl Simmons, was placed in custody on Tuesday after he was found guilty of skipping out on around $400,000 of child support payments. He was also served warrants for skipping bail and another for a robbery complaint. A devout Christian, DMX has struggled in the past with substance abuse, and it's always a shame to see a once great entertainer fall from grace. Last week we brought you news of their long overdue nuptials, and this week Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis have been enjoying their honeymoon on a rustic retreat with their daughter Wyatt. The couple, nicknamed Cuckoo by the press, have been chilling out in the Napa Valley Vineyard RV Park, where they've been happily stopping for pics with fans. The pair have been spotted all over California, including stocking up at a Whole Foods market, having fun in the city of Lodi, and having a cheeky bit of grub in Yosemite National Park. The chilled out trip has confirmed their reputation as one of the most down-to-earth couples in showbiz, something that was further confirmed by Mila Kunis admitting that after she gave birth to daughter Wyatt, who was dressed all in white to match her mum at the couple's recent wedding ceremony, Kutcher insisted on changing every nappy. Now, if I got to marry Mila Kunis, I'd happily volunteer for diaper duty too, Ashton, mate. US TV personality Nicole Richie has been telling talk show host Ellen DeGeneres about her love of Dubai after a recent trip to the iconic city. Nicole, who shot to fame after appearing with her best mate Paris Hilton on reality TV show The Simple Life, said that this was her first time in the Middle East and described how everything in Dubai is the first, tallest, biggest in the world. She was also rather taken with the camels after riding one in the desert, describing them as happy and friendly dogs, despite nearly falling off one moments before this picture was taken. The fashionista was in town to showcase her new clothing line at a pop-up shop as part of the Dubai Shopping Festival. Nicole, whose dad Lionel recently received rave reviews after headlining Glastonbury Festival, met with press and fans during her trip, as well as hosting a styling session at the pop-up shop and another fashion event at the Dubai Mall. She's rumoured to be planning to come back to the Middle East soon. So as always, we finish with films, and here's this week's big releases. Ant-Man sees small-time crook Paul Rudd given a suit that allows him to, get this, decrease in size but increase in strength, just like everybody's favourite animal, the mighty ant. So basically, he has to go off on a heist and save the world or something. Now, on a level of pure brains-off enjoyment, Ant-Man, like most Marvel offerings, is fast-paced fun, and Paul Rudd is unusual in actually providing a likeable lead. It's nothing new, but that doesn't really matter because pretty much everyone's going to go and see it anyway, making Stan Lee even richer, and one day, I reckon, he's going to actually turn himself into Iron Man. Trust me, we need to keep an eye on that guy. Selfless is something very different but has an interesting premise, as dying property mogul Ben Kingsley transfers his consciousness into a healthy young body in the shape of Ryan Gosling. Bit of an upgrade there, Ben, but fair enough. However, he soon finds out that the procedure and the shadowy company who performed it aren't quite what they seem. Well, obviously. The film rattles along and is tense in parts, but ultimately draws the same conclusion that many similar films have. Living forever would be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Yeah, probably. Finally, True Story sees Jonah Hill carrying on his good work from The Wolf of Wall Street and James Franco, well, doing something that isn't aimed at 12-year-olds. And that's not a criticism, by the way, as they star in this chilling new psychological thriller. Hill plays disgraced reporter Michael Finkel, who meets accused killer Christian Longo, played by Franco, after Longo attempts to assume Finkel's identity following a brutal slaying. It's a deadly game of cat and mouse where you're never quite sure who's good and who really isn't. It's highly recommended, and it's nice to see actors who are known for comedy being creepy as anything. It's our pick of the week. That's it from this week's Access A-List, and as always, for all the latest showbiz news from all over the globe, check out levant.tv and follow us on Twitter at Access A-List. This week we thought we'd play you out with the trailer for Southpaw, a visceral and heartbreaking boxing movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal. It's in UK cinemas next week. My name's Joe. See you next time.
Into my job. I'm looking for a job, maybe a place to trade.
You couldn't handle the rules here, man.
I can't lose my daughter. I'll give you my everything. I know that you're mad at me right now.
You don't know anything.
She doesn't want to see you today.
Tell her I love her.
Gotta let her hate you so she can get better.
I am